of Adventures with Lescott, and welcome to Throwback Friday. Yes, Throwback Friday. Throwback Friday is the day that I normally will give a shout out to all my family members, wherever they may be, other individuals who are supporting me, who have supported me on this, my early stage in the content creation. I want to welcome each and every one of you. Continue to follow, like, and subscribe as I aim to bring you quality content. Your comments is of immense value to me. Any person that is interested to join my live, whether it be family or friends, I welcome all of you. So this morning I'm in the kitchen. Yes, I'm in the kitchen. Just trying to organize some things there because I intend to move out of the house sometime during the course of the day to do some more gathering of some more material for posting, whether it be live, whether it be shorts. You know, I am getting to the point where the live seems to be a better option for me, though I like the editing. Be that is me anyway. How was your night? Did you, upon waking up this morning, give thanks to the Almighty? It is important. I dare say it is important to always give thanks and praise to the Great One for being amongst the living. Yeah, we don't know about tomorrow, but we know about today. Yeah, so we ought to give thanks for health, for strength. Yeah, for the things He has done to have gotten us thus far. So, in the episode of Shout Out Friday last week, I made the error of calling family and friends name. I forgot. And there was no malice, I dare say. Yeah? You know, sometimes you're so in the mood to do things, you get to the stage or the high point where you started doing the things, and lo and behold, some of the more important things you forget. Well, it's things that happen. Yeah, these things happen. Yeah, I had no intentions of leaving out anybody because I'm all about family. Yeah, and so I got some whipping. I must say, some serious whipping for not mentioning names. Well, I'm making it my duty today to apologize to all of you. And going forward, I will not be calling any individual names. Shout out to you, to all my family members, friends in the state of Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique, the Caribbean, United Kingdom, Canada, the USA, and the rest of the world. I love all of you. I wish each and every one of you well. Yeah. I pray to the Almighty for guidance, optimum health, and strength. Yeah. Just know that even though at times the communication is not of the best, there still is the love. Yeah. And I always say that in these times, communication is easier. In fact, it is said that we are closer than ever, though there are still distance between us. Communication, social media has made it easier for us, whether family, friends, to connect. To all my siblings, all my cousins, the dear friends that have come to know, and those yet unknown, because you would meet friends along life's journey. Yeah. For me, I have gained a lot of friends just by doing TikTok, by doing YouTube, and I know that will continue. Yes, because we do not know where, whom, but it's imperative and it's important that we all look towards each other. Yes, join hands. Yes, I always, every morning, I ensure to not only pray for your family, friends, but I pray in general for the world that there will be peace, there will be unity, irrespective of the color of our skin, our social status. Yeah? Because now more than ever, that is solely needed. Solely needed in this world. Whatever little we can do in our own little space will help to bring a difference. It will create a difference. Yes? And it may be a catalyst for others to see and possibly join in. Yeah? Again, to another thing that I do believe that one should involve in is a little bit of exercising. I'm not saying you have to go and overexert your body. Yeah? Watch your health, because we know that as we get older, our bodies and its work, the work of our body slows down. I have to now put on my glasses because I'm seeing some interaction here. Good morning, sister. Good morning, Lydia. Uh, hello to you, fan. Welcome to each and every one of you, wherever you may be. Yes, to this here Shout Out Friday. I aim every Friday to shout out, encourage, motivate people from everywhere, families everywhere, friends everywhere. Yeah, to join in my life. Yeah, to share your thoughts, ideas, interests. Yeah, on this day, this Friday, the 17th of January. So, a few of my friends, I will just call name Lydia, um, Bernadette, and I would be taking a drive up the western side of the state of Grenada and eventually come down on the east side. The whole aim for me, again, as I said, is to gather some footage, relax, chit chat, get to know more places, meet people, and enjoy each other's company. My mother has a brother that will be celebrating on the 25th his 81st birthday. Folks, and I'll be welcoming another side of that, of the family, maternally, that I never knew. I never knew. And based on what I've heard and learned, it seemed to be a very large maternal family side. I eagerly look forward to. And a group chat was created to accommodate the putting together, the joining hands, the bringing of ideas to facilitate that. I hope that once the dust is settled and it's ended, that the event, the 81st birthday event is ended, that it will not die a slow death, but that it would continue, that we would continue the communication. Just yesterday, I had a paternal brother, well, that's on my father's side, that was here for a week. Yeah? As is customary, I always try my best to be inclusive. Yeah? When any siblings or family member comes on vacation and they make contact with me, I would involve or attempt to involve siblings and all the other family members. Because for me, it's all about communication. We don't know about tomorrow. Yeah? And life and living is so short and so fragile that I could be doing this now and maybe in the next few minutes, who knows? I might be hospitalized or something could happen. Folks, always remember to give thanks. Share, care, reach out to each other, not only in times of need, because I always tell people that it's not for the need, but it's just saying hello. How are you today? It does not take a scientist to figure out that. That's all it is. And again, I must stress that we are now a global village. Not that it wasn't a global village before, but we have recognized and come to terms with the fact that we're closer than we think. Yes, we are closer than we think. Yeah. Anyone, any family members, any friends, anybody that is interested to come along on the live, I urge you to come along. Share your thoughts, your ideas. Yeah? Folks have been listening to the news lately, and it will appear that Hamas and the Israelis has come to an understanding, a truce. Yes. I don't know for how long. We don't know for how long, but man, we need peace. The world needs peace. Peace is sorely needed. Peace around the world. Unity around the world. We know and we see the effects of war and what it can do. We have given the mandate to persons to lead and make decisions on our behalf. We hope and pray and trust that whatever they say and do would be in the best interest of the subjects, of the people who have put them there, not just here in Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique, but around the world. Around the world. Let us pray that they will be covered by the Almighty in the decision making, so that they will make the right decisions and not trample on the rights of us as a people. Again, in the news I've been following lately, the issue there with TikTok. Yeah, I think within a few days' time, and I'm subject to correction here, that America will ban its use on its soil. Last night, however, though, I saw something on, I'm not sure if it's TikTok on YouTube, that the current administration intends to leave it up to the incoming administration, and that there is someone bidding to purchase TikTok America. Though I have learned that its algorithm will not be up for sale. The Chinese still intend to control that part. Well, it's left to be seen. It's left to be seen. Yeah. I have my thoughts on this whole situation. Yeah. I don't know what your thoughts are, but it's a business. It's all about business. Yeah. I'm not hearing talk of it being banned in Canada. Now in Europe, who knows what would happen? Yeah. But in my interactions or following or viewing of TikTok, I know of and I've seen quite a number of American citizens that are using and is doing pretty well on TikTok. Yeah. And, the cries that they would hate to think that it is banned. Yeah. In any case, though, we will leave it up to the decision makers and trust that they would make the right decision. A decision that will be in the interest of all and not a few. Folks, in my area here this morning, I got up and it was raining cats and dogs. At the moment, it's overcast. Yeah, what's the weather like in your area? I know for you in North America, it's freezing. It's snow. I laughed a few days ago when I saw my sister. I'm not going to call name. The person knows who it is. In her office with what I would describe as an Eskimo hat and a scarf around her neck in addition to the jacket. And I was asking her, sis, are you about headed out? Or did you just come from outside? She told me no and said that it was freezing outside. And I'm telling myself, it's freezing outside. Your office, your home, your space ought to be warm. Well, that evidently wasn't the case. I just had to laugh. She knows me. I'm all about, they call me the laughing lunatic at times. Laughter for me has been and will continue to be a medicine, separate and apart from Grandin's Beach in Grenada, where I would go most mornings. I'm guilty because the year has started and I have not been to the beach. Yes, I would normally go to Grandin's Beach, do warming up, walk the length of the beach, then run the whole length, do a little swimming, a little diving. And folks, when you're done that for the day, when you once I complete, I'm energized. Yeah. So I encourage you, to do whatever you can in your little space so as to motivate you and keep the engine going. Our bodies are like an engine. Yeah. We have to provide the nutrients, give it the grease, so that it can continue moving. Yes, because if that is not the case, then everything slows down. Yeah. I know at the end of the day, we all have to go. But if I could be here for 100+ years just by doing a little things to get it moving, I certainly will. I certainly will. And I encourage you, I encourage each and every one of you to do likewise. To do likewise. Yep. I can tell from the background that the sun is peeking out. Yeah. It's a fight at the moment between the sun and the rain. Left to be seen who is going to win. But either way, we welcome it because we have no control. Absolutely no control in the things that the Almighty has put around us, has created for us. The birds, the trees, yeah, the fresh air, the beaches, the moon, the stars. These are things that are put there for us. We ought to be aware of our surroundings, one, and take care so that we can pass on to our generation and they can pass on in turn to their generation. Yeah? We see the effects of global warming. Yeah? High tides. Look what is happening in LA. Hundreds of houses, properties, lands, even lives being sacrificed, going up in flames, dying. And the challenge for the authorities, the firemen, is immense. You know, folks, they say when your neighbor's house is on fire, you one better take note. I have seen here in my little state of Grenada increase in fires, brush fires, houses burning, etc. We have two seasons here, a wet season and a dry season. The dry season is fast approaching. Folks, beware, prepare. During those times, we have challenges for pipe-borne water. Get your containers. Prepare yourself. Don't be caught off guard. Yes? Because we never know. We never know. Bear with me, folks, there. I just have to check my pot. Yeah, I'm just trying to multitask. Yeah, I have on the fire there. You can hear the sound of a pressure cooker. Yeah, I'm trying this morning to make a little bit of split pea soup before the crew journeys along the west and on the east. Just want to make sure that my mother has something to eat and it's comfortable before I leave. Yep. At least that's the best I can do. Yep. So folks, tell me what you think. Share your ideas. Yeah. Yeah. How is it in your end? Whether it's in Grenada, in the Caribbean, I'm seeing here um, quite a number of persons. Um, Sister, I thought you were going to join me face to face on the live. What's happening? Any case, though, I know you are on your way to work and it may be difficult to do that. But anyway, it's all about the love. It's all about the love. So, as I say, I'm multitasking. So, I have here some flour. I want to make some fried bakes as well. So, yeah, folks, I'm attempting here to make a little bit of fried bakes. Sorry about that. It seemed as though I had my mic off again. I, uh, my apologies, my apologies. I just recognized that. I just realized that. So I have here a bit of flour. I would include in it some yeast, a little baking powder. Some people only just, some people just put baking powder. I like to put a little of everything. Yeah, a little yeast, a little baking powder, a bit of butter, mix all together, a little bit of salt for tasting purpose. You don't want to overpower it with the salt. Yep. Mix everything together. Let it stand for about a 5-10 minutes to prove. Thereafter, you form it in your little balls, make your shape, and it's all ready for frying. Hey, Theo fan. Thank you for joining. Uh, where are you from? Kindly share in the chat. Most of the time, instead of just using the plain white flour, I love to include a little bit of cornmeal if I have, or in this case here, some whole wheat flour. Yeah? So I'll now include a bit of butter, a little bit of salt, a little bit of um, baking powder, Good morning, family. Good morning, every one of you, wherever you may be. Shout Out Fridays live. This morning I'm in my kitchen here. I'm attempting to multitask, do the live, and prepare some grub. Folks, I love when you comment, as I keep saying and will continue to say. Your comments is my measuring stick. Yep. It helps me gauge where I'm at in terms of providing you with better quality content. I also urge you to like, share, and subscribe. Yeah, I aim in a not too distant future, maybe within the next few months or so, to arrive at 500 subscribers. But I need you. I need each and every one of you to assist me along this journey. Do you like my content? Is there anything differently that you want me to do? Let me know. Let me know what you think. So as you can see here, folks, what I did is that I use my hand. I love using my hands, yeah, to incorporate all ingredients. The salt, butter, yeast, baking powder, the whole wheat flour, and the plain flour, plain white flour. Yeah. Sometimes I would let the yeast rise, use a bit of sweetened warm water, lukewarm water. Yep. Let it stand for a bit, rise, and then incorporate it into the flour mixture. But then again, if you have the active yeast, you can also just incorporate it and then use a bit of lukewarm water to bind everything together. Once that is done, then you leave it to stand and then you will see the effects of the yeast. Where are my siblings this morning? Where are they? I hope nobody complained this morning. I'm not going to call no individual names, lest I get myself in hot water. Shout out to you, my siblings, my family, my friends. Much love to every one of you, each and every one of you. Yep. I hope that your Friday is enjoyable, relaxing, if it's a case where you're home, and filled with love. I sometimes would incorporate just a little bit of sugar. I don't know. I'm not too much into the adding sugar in food, especially like baking, what have you, but they say it helps to give it a bit of flavor, taste, what have you. So lately I've been including just a pinch, yeah. But remember as well that it helps, it aids with the rising of the yeast, yes. So I figure that's why. But for the most part, I try not to include any sugar, yeah. Um, Even the yeast, if I were to use the lukewarm water, I just do the mixture, put maybe a small packet in, and I would use my own measurement, yeah, from my head, um, in terms of the amount of water, and just pour it in it, and then it would come up. So you don't necessarily have to include sugar. Let me just have you see my mother. Have her say good morning. If you say good morning,
Good morning to everyone.
there she is. Sorry, just a moment. There's my mother. Say good morning.
Good morning.
There she is. Sharon is on. Lydia is on.
Hello to everyone.
Yes. That's my mother here just saying hello to everybody. I'm trying to include her in the shout out Fridays. She's in her own little space. I don't understand that, sis. How come it didn't give you the option to join in? But the last time we did it, um, it was good. I didn't have to give you any option. You just had to dial in, and that's it. If you Lydia say good morning. Happy Friday, Mr. Lab. How are you? Still waiting on the call. Anyway, so folks, I'm going to now put some lukewarm water, add it to the mixture. Yeah, I'm adding some lukewarm water to the mixture. So this is the mixture here. Everything is incorporated. I'm now going to add the lukewarm water. Yep. So this is it. And folks, don't laugh at my measuring cup. You don't want the water to be too hot. or else it would seize the yeast, and as such, you would not have that rising effect. Yep. Not too cold, not too hot. So this is it here. So you can see, always try to maintain some additional flour on standby, because sometimes you may put in too much water and it gets too soft. So you need some additional flour to get it to the firmness and consistency that you need or that is required. So I definitely need some additional flour here. I just had to add a bit more flour to maintain its firmness, so as to maintain its firmness. And I would now need everything together. Big up to my friends in Canada. They know who they are. I'm not going to call names. No names this morning. Friends, family in Canada. Angeli, good morning. I pray thee that the Almighty would guide and protect you, give you wisdom, knowledge, because one day, we will meet. Good morning to the Tamarack family, Florida. I'm not calling names. The entire family. How are you all doing this morning? I hope all is well. (9:57). So, folks, I'm satisfied with its consistency. Yep, everything has been incorporated. Yep, I love to clean out my hand. Make sure that every bit of flour that has stuck to my hand is removed. I would then leave it to sit for, as I say, 10-15 minutes to sort of approve and rise, give it a chance to rise. So tell me, folks, is that how you make, well, we call it in Grenada, at least that's how I know it, fried bakes. I think in Jamaica they call it fried dumpling. Is it how it is done in your neck of the woods? Whether it's be Asia, China, America, the Caribbean, South America. Tell me how it is done. What are some of the things that you use to make fried bakes or fried dumpling? Or what is the name that it's called in your country? Please share. Feel free to share. Yes? Comments, suggestions, ideas are welcome on this Adventures of Lescott live. Yeah? Because it is in sharing that knowledge is imparted. Yeah? None of us has a monopoly on knowledge. Let that be absolutely clear. From the smallest to the biggest, each one can teach one. The proof is in the pudding. So I would now let it stand or sit, as some of you may say, for about 10-15 minutes. Yeah? I guess it may be different from person to person. It may be less than that. It may be more than that. Yeah? So my time here now is 10:01. So about 15 minutes past 10, quarter past 10, I will then take it out, roll it into balls, and then let the fireworks in terms of frying begin. I am expecting some people to pass by. They told me it's supposed to be 9:45, but we have a big problem in this state of Grenada here with time. When we say 9:45, oftentimes it's an hour later. I'm not going to stay here beyond 12. That I can promise them. If I did not see them prior, I'm just going to leave. Yes, folks. So the journey continues. 2025. We're into the 17th day. What are your plans? What are your plans for 2025? What are your goals? What are your aims? What are your aspirations for 2025? I do have some. I am praying. I am constantly praying to the Almighty that the ideas, the projects, and so that I have embarked on and will embark on will certainly bear fruit. And I'll be able to position myself to aid others meritoriously, aid my family, aid myself, and be able to live a comfortable, healthy life. I just want to be able to get up one morning and say, look, I want to go Vietnam. And no holds barred, I could just get up and go to Vietnam without any worries. Yeah, folks? I intend with the breath of life to enjoy that second chapter of my life post working. I'm quite sure everybody wish for that at some point in time, you know. But I think it's incumbent upon you to prepare yourself. It will not be a bed of roses. Life has never been about a bed of roses. And the saying goes that by the sweat of thy brow thou shalt eat bread. Some people are sometimes more fortunate than others. Yeah? While some others have to work tirelessly. I believe in working for what you want because you're inclined to appreciate and take care of more the things that you have earned the hard way than awaiting handouts. Folks, I'm not here to criticize anybody, but this is what I think. Yeah? And I hope you think the same way and feel the same way. Because that is how I see life. That is how I figure life ought to be. We've met it so, it was designed so. Is it going to change? Maybe. But that ought not stop us from trying to do for ourselves and our family. Folks, and me saying that comes from deep within. Deep within. I sometimes tell my friends and family that even if I were a millionaire, I would be the same simple person. Yes, I would be the same simple person. Yes, but it pays to care and to share with others. Where I live here in Marianne, I love my space. And I guess it has to do with my upbringing. Yeah, I was never the one to be out and about. My mother will always reprimand us for going in people's places. She would always say, you all like people place too much, you know? So I guess I sort of learn from that, build from that. Persons here in my community you would hear them say in corners that he doesn't mingle with people, he's not social. But that is the furthest from the truth. If you get to know me, you would know who I am, what I am about. Yeah? I have come to the conclusion that a lot of times when they don't know about you, they say the darnest thing. Who cares? Who cares at the end of the day? Are they paying your bills? Do they know how you're eating or drinking? Live your life to the fullest. So I'm just putting away the balance of the ingredients and so that I was using. Folks, in my drive here to provide meaningful quality content, I sometimes sit there and try to figure out what to do, where to go. But as I sit and wonder, there are so many things around me, around us, that I can do. And I realize on this journey of content creation I have to step out of my comfort zone. Yes? Be more proactive, interactive, a bit more social. Yeah? And don't be afraid to ask hard questions. Persons may not like seeing you around with camera and taking out what and what. Taking out pictures or taking out their pictures. Yes? But I will continue. I aim to continue. Yes? How far it would take me, I don't know. Yeah? But I'm gonna try. Yes? You have to put in. And I am a firm believer of that. You must put in to get out. And I'm quite sure you will agree with me on that. Would you go to the bank knowing full well that if you go to the bank or to the ATM to retrieve money and you don't have money in the bank, you wouldn't get?
Yeah.
Am I correct? You have to put in to get out. So I'm about to check the pressure cooker to see how the split peas and so would have gotten. Folks, look at this. I want to show you. Yep. Everything has come incorporated. The split peas softened and is all mashed up soup wise in preparation to make the soup. I'm just gonna now add, you see I included our favorite, some chicken. Yeah. So I have some provision here. I'm gonna include the provision, a bit more seasoning, and return it to the fire, to the stove. So in here, I have some, I don't want to bend it too much. I have some blugger, yams, and Irish potato. That I would just include in the mixture there, the split pea soup mixture. Hey Lydia, so I'm still waiting on these people that is supposed to be here, that was supposed to have been here by 9:45. As I said, I'm going to give them a bit of time, see what happens, and I'm just going to leave. We are just going to leave. But I want to ensure that there is food. Yes, folks. So it's funny that I am showcasing a bit of my routine, my daily routine as well. Yeah. So it's just my mom and I here. And though it's just us two, sometimes I'm challenged with trying to figure out what to do, what to give her to eat. Because, and I'm wondering again too if it's because of her age, her eating style has changed considerably. So that for me oftentimes is the biggest challenge. Sometimes I get here and if there's no solid food, they have dry food. I mean, look at me. Look at this slender, dry figure of a man. I would just eat whatever dry thing they have, bread. I'm not a milk and cheese person. I love my cake. Ooh, I love my ice cream. Yep, I would go bunkers for my ice cream. So I'm just going to include a bit of seasoning here. I have these two seasoning, Goya, Maggi, yep, to add a bit of flavor. Check for salt as well. And I want to include here, hope you can see, tasty bite. It has vegetables and tomatoes simmered in a spicy curried sauce. So that would also help to add a bit of flavor, give it a bit of body. How is Texas this morning? How is Tamarack this morning? How is New York this morning? New Jersey, Toronto, London. How is the weather? How is the weather this morning? Hope you are all coping and doing well. I know for a lot of you, Winter time is a challenge. Yep. As long as you do the time, do the work, make yourself warm and comfortable, and be outside if you have to be outside. If you don't have to be outside during those times, it would be a better thing to be indoors and be in the comfort of your home. That much I can say. It differs from me here, sorry to say, because we have just two seasons, a rainy season, a dry season. And even though it rains, we still go outside. Dry season, we still go outside. I don't know though, within the past 10 or so years, the intensity of the sun is different. Folks, I would be driving and I can literally feel the heat on my skin. Was it always that way? Or did it? Is it that I'm paying more attention to it? Is it that we are paying more attention to it? I don't know. Sometimes I figure the sun has dropped a bit. But then again, one must remember too that there has been talk over the years of the ozone layer. And the ozone layer is that barrier just above in the clouds somewhere that prevents the direct sunlight from affecting us. They said the layer, there is a big hole in the layer. How they arrived to that conclusion, I don't know. But there may be some truth to it. There may very well be some truth to it. Because, I mean, I don't usually want to be outside when it is sunny. I rather do what I have to do early in the morning or late evening. Or if I'm outside in the sun, I wear a hat or I wear shades. Yeah, it is that hot. We see quite a number of places, especially dwelling homes, residential homes, investing in air conditioned units. Need I say more? So I'm about to light the stove under the pot. So at this point in time, folks, it's now 3:30, well past the 15 minutes that I spoke about. I'm gonna roll I'm gonna roll the dough into small balls in preparation for frying. So you see, this is my way of doing it. Yes, I would just, at the top of my head, just take out a reasonable amount. You don't want it too big, you don't want it too small. Sort of make it into a ball and gently press, spinning it around as you go. Yep. And eventually it looks like this. Yep. So every piece I would do like that. Upon completion, I would then turn on the stove and use my favorite cast iron skillet, pot, maybe that's how you would call it. And it's the type of cooking utensil that heats very, very fast. So you don't want it on the highest temperature. You don't want to bring it too low. Yeah. So you would use your judgment so that the dough would not cook too fast, but take its time and cook evenly on both sides. There goes another one. Yeah. One of my favorite foods, I dare say, fried bakes. You do a little saltfish. And I don't mind if it's the boneless or those with the bone. In fact, I prefer the saltfish with the bone. You make a nice saltfish sauce, a little cucumber, a little carrot, tomatoes, onion, garlic, and I prefer to use olive oil. And you don't want to soak the saltfish, yeah, but you want it to heat thoroughly. The saltfish, though, before using, I would boil and throw out the water on at least 3 times. Yeah. So the boiling would not and the throwing out of the water would not only help to reduce the salt content, but make the texture softer, make it a bit softer, such that when the frying time comes, you don't have to do much frying. And hence the reason for less oil. You do that, you have a nice cup of cocoa tea. In Grenada, we call it cocoa tea. The favorite thing for a lot of people is chocolate. I don't know where that has come out from, but I grew up calling it cocoa tea. And now we have our own local cocoa chocolate, and you include that in the cocoa tea while it's boiling. You mix a little flour to help give it some body. You strain it. Once that is ready, you put in some farine. Oh my goodness. Back to the old time days. So yeah, Throwback Friday. Regular shout outs. With a bit of difference here this morning, apart from the shout out, I'm in the kitchen. So I'm just showcasing my culinary exploits. I thank the Almighty for the ability to be able to do a little in the kitchen. Years ago, when my mother was a nursing assistant in the hospital, her shift hours was 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Now, as the bigger one, I had to ensure that my sister and I had food to eat and were prepared for school, because school, I can recall, was 8 o'clock. By the time my mother comes, she leave work 7, she get home maybe about 7:30. Yeah? When she once she gets home, we are almost ready. In most cases though, we are ready. You know? Bathe, dress, had something to eat, and off to school. Because by the time she comes, she's tired. Yeah? Probably does something, maybe cook and catch a rest. Because as she turns again, it's back to work. So I learned the hard way. Yep. And so now I am able to not only prepare for myself, just 1 minute. Thank you. But my sister, my mother, and as I grew older and got married, my family, my marital family, wife, and young one, I love being by the kitchen. Once I have the time and the ingredients and stuff are available, in a heartbeat, I would get up and prepare something. It may not be the tastiest at times, but trust me, I can hold my own, and I thank the Almighty for that. I was inclined at some stage in my life to take this on seriously, but sometimes they say when life give you lemon, you should take it and make lemonade. So I guess that's what I did. If I had the chance to do over the years, my formidable years, my working years, my employment years, my marital years, I would certainly do it differently. That which I know now, if only I had known it then, it would have helped to make a big difference. I give thanks anyway. I'm not remorseful. Yes, I have learned from the past and the mistakes of the past. And I will continue to learn, interact, gain knowledge, wisdom, understanding. For no man is an island. No man is an island. So this is the last of the dough. So now that they are formed and shaped, I will now light the stove in preparation for frying. Look at it, folks. So this is the cast iron skillet pot that I normally use. Again, it's the type of skillet that heats rapidly. So you wouldn't want the temperature to be too high nor too low. Folks, I just want to pause for a minute there because I want to call the person or persons that are supposed to be here, that was supposed to have been here by 9:45, to inquire of the situation. So I'll be back shortly. I'm trying here, folks, to do a pause, and I don't know how to get the pause done. Can anyone help me with that? How do I pause? What do I do? Chat, can anyone help me and direct me to pause this live? What do I do? Where do I go? I did a read up here, but that's what you told me I should be looking for. I'm not seeing it there. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. So we're just going to continue and hope that they probably call and something happens. I did do a read up and inquired of YouTube how to do the pause. In fact, they said you have to just end the live and restart. You think that would be the better thing there, Glenda? If I can only pause it, then it would be an easier thing because then I would have to go back. I would have to do a description. I would have to, I'm going to just leave well alone. I'm just going to continue the live and hope that they call. If they don't call, my things are finished. I am going to leave. We are going to leave. Glenda, is Shatonia knowledgeable about that one? Kindly ask and let me know. Sorry, I won't be doing that. Did you hear what you said? Call on the house phone. That would be a direct charge. So, folks, I just want to show you I just place the dough in the frying pan. Yep. See, it's bubbling. The frying process is on the way. It may take about 3 minutes on either side. So yeah, my challenge at the moment, and I'm quite sure I'm going to get over that, is to be able to pause once I'm on the live. I am going to get it. I know I'm going to get it. It did speak to tapping the screen. and then you would see a box coming up. I've done that on a few occasions there, and I don't know. Is there anyone on this chat, on this live, that can tell me what I need to do to pause live such that I would not have to end the live and then to immediately come back because of something? Hey Lydia, so I'm still wrapping up, still cooking, trying to complete. So that 11 o'clock looks like maybe 12:30. So sorry about that. I just want to ensure that things are in place here before I leave. So once the bakes is the fried bakes are ready, I would use absorbent tissue paper to line a container, a pan, so that the excess oil can be absorbed. I want you to take a look at its transformation. Look closely at the edges. Golden brown. Yeah? Golden brown. Look at it. Golden brown. Look at it, folks. Golden brown. And oftentimes I would try just pressing. So I have it here on the lowest temperature. Yep. The lowest temperature. Because again, as I say, cast iron pots are the type of cooking utensils that heats quickly. Folks, my mouth is watering. I can't wait to savor the taste. Yes, Lisa, I will certainly do that. FedEx. I would certainly send it by FedEx. Yours and Zola's. How is the weather this morning on your end, Lisa? How is it? Snow on the ground? Don't worry. In addition to the bakes, I will package some hot sun for you. Don't worry. Myself and your mom and dad. Oh, so you're getting some snow Sunday. All right, all right, all right, all right. Well, be prepared. Be prepared. How is Zola this morning? Folks, take a look. Take a look. Oh, look at it. Look at it. Once it's out, I start to eat. Folks, look at this. Piping hot. Tell me why I shouldn't taste it. As the preparer, I need to taste. And tell me, what are your expectations? Do you think that after I taste it, I would say it's not good? Hell no, that's not going to happen. Soft, moist, delicious, flavor filled, not flavorful, flavor filled. Family, friends, siblings, this is my take on the fried pigs. Sorry you can't enjoy. I could FedEx you some. Hope it arrives in time. I just want to show you this. The split pea soup is ready. Look at it. So I'm going to now turn it off and await the completion of the final 5 pigs. My mother is in the bathroom, so I guess I'll just take out everything, rest it on her desk, such that whenever she's ready, she can have it. Folks, family, dear friends, dear siblings, brothers, sisters, cousins, aunts, uncles in the state of Grenada, Canada, England, the United States, the rest of the Caribbean, wherever you may be. I hope you did enjoy this live. Throwback Friday with a difference. Please like, share, subscribe. But moreover, and I hold this dearly to my heart, please comment and stay tuned for much more than just Throwback Friday upcoming. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Bye for now.